Imagine waking up in a world where every time you lie, reality shifts to make it true. No more just kidding, no more harmless fibs. You say something, anything, and the universe rearranges itself to match your words. At first, it feels like magic. You could say, I'm rich, and suddenly your bank account would overflow. You could say, I've never been late to work, and instantly, every record, every memory, every fact would bend to make it so. Sounds like a dream, right? But very quickly, you'd realize this power isn't just a gift, it's a curse. Small lies would ripple outward, rewriting reality in ways you couldn't control. Tell your friend, that shirt looks great on you, when it doesn't, and now it does. But maybe, in doing so, their whole wardrobe changes to match this new truth. Say, I already fed the cat, when you didn't, and now the cat's full. But what did it eat? Did food appear out of thin air, or was it taken from somewhere else? The more you think about it, the scarier it gets. Every lie is a rewriting of the entire universe. Instant, irreversible, and unpredictable. And what about bigger lies? Imagine a politician saying, there is no poverty. And suddenly, every poor person is gone. Not helped, not made better, just gone. Did they get wealth, or were they erased? What if a scientist lies and says, we've cured cancer, and the disease disappears from reality? It sounds great, until you realize that removing cancer might mean rewriting biology itself in unpredictable ways. A single sentence could rewire the rules of nature. Then comes the moral question. If you could lie to fix the world, would you? You could say, there are no wars, and watch the fighting stop. But if there's no war, does that mean there was never a reason for it? Did entire histories vanish? Did millions of lives change in a heartbeat, their memories overwritten with a reality that never included conflict? And if you can reshape reality that easily, does facts even matter anymore? In a world where the truth can be bent at will, truth itself becomes meaningless. The psychological cost would be enormous. Every conversation would be dangerous. A joke like, I'm actually an alien, could rewrite your DNA, your family history, even humanity's understanding of its place in the universe. Sarcasm becomes a weapon. Storytelling becomes reality writing. Every bedtime story told to a child could spawn entire civilizations or rewrite the past. Could you even trust yourself to speak? Soon, paranoia sets in. People might refuse to talk to you, afraid you'll lie by accident. Governments would hunt you down, not to punish you, but to control you. Imagine being locked in a room, forced to speak lies written by others, reshaping the planet according to someone else's agenda. If a single phrase could change the course of history, every word becomes a loaded gun. And then comes the chaos of competing lies. What happens if two people with this power lie in opposite directions? One says, it's raining, the other says, it's sunny. Which reality wins? Does the universe flicker between them? Do they cancel each other out? Or worse, does reality fracture, creating parallel worlds for every contradiction? Every conversation could spawn infinite, alternate timelines, splitting the universe into countless versions, each built on someone's false words. Eventually, people might stop speaking altogether, afraid of the consequences. Or maybe you'd develop an entirely new language, one without lies, because any slip could shatter the world. But then, without the ability to bend the truth, humanity loses something deeply human. The little white lies we tell to protect feelings, the jokes, the stories, the dreams. Without them, life might become brutally honest, but also unbearably cold. At some point, you'd realize this power, incredible as it is, leaves you completely alone. The more you change reality, the more you drift away from the people you knew, because they're no longer the same. Your friends and family would become strangers, shaped by your careless words. Even you would change. Your own lies could rewrite your memories, your personality, even your identity. Who are you when every word you speak could erase who you were 5 seconds ago? And then comes the ultimate fear. What if someone else lies about you?
What if they say, "You're gone," and you simply vanish? What if they say, "You've never existed," and suddenly no one remembers you at all? In a world where lies make truth, survival isn't about strength or intelligence, it's about controlling the story. And once you lose control of the story, you lose everything. So maybe the question isn't, what would you do with this power? Maybe it's, could you live with the burden of speaking at all? Because in a world where lies instantly become true, the truth is the most dangerous thing you can ever lose.